Hi, my name's Claire and I make videos on motherhood and lifestyle. I have a little baby boy who's almost 7 months old now. This video is going to be about sleep training. So it's going to be about gentle sleep training and how we have helped our little boy get to sleep and stay asleep. So there's tips and tricks in here that hopefully will help you if you're struggling, because I have been there. I have been through the struggles in the middle of the night, and even just like getting to bed nap time, things like that. So yeah, hopefully these will help you. I have found that they've helped us, and they are helping me get more sleep at night. Whatever way you help your baby sleep is fine, but these are just things that have helped us. So hopefully these help you. So the first few things I want to talk about are things we use to help us. So rather than methods and things, I'll go through the products that we have. Now, you don't need these products. They aren't a necessity. They aren't a necessity, but they have certainly helped us, I think. So the first thing is Pip the Panda. So Pip is a noise machine and light machine. So we don't use the light on the belly, but we do use either the white noise sound or the heartbeat sound. Actually works really, really well with Samuel. He really seems to switch off when that goes on. This is quite good in the sense that it goes on and it stays on for quite a few hours, and then it switches itself off, but then if the baby starts to stir, it hears the baby and switches back on so that it comforts the baby again. So we really, really like this. We use this every single night and day for nap time as well. We use this. You could use just white noise apps on your phone, or YouTube white noise. There's loads of things out there. I know some people that have like an Alexa or something like that in their kids' room, and then they just say, Alexa, play white noise, that kind of thing. So I would definitely recommend something like this. It also helps if you have a small house, or if your house is noisy or whatever, you can make more noise out of the room, and it generally won't disturb your baby because they've got noise in the room that distracts them from it. So it's a really good purchase, one of these kind of things. The next item is sleeping bags. So we use sleeping bags for Samuel to sleep in. These you can get loads of different shops, and you get the ones that are temperature appropriate. So summertime ones, wintertime ones, that kind of thing. So you just need to make sure you've got the right one for the temperature of the room that your baby's sleeping in. You don't want your baby to overheat, but at the same time you don't want your baby to get too cold. I really rate these because I think they're much easier to use than blankets, because your baby can't put them over their head. They stay on them, so they keep them a nice consistent temperature throughout the night, and I just think the baby feels secure in them. Now, we didn't swaddle Samuel, so I guess it's different if you swaddle. I know you can get one of these with like swaddle bits in the arms. We didn't swaddle Samuel, so we just used sleep bags from birth, really. I think maybe for the first couple of weeks we used blankets, like cellular blankets, but from after that we used sleeping bags, and we love them. I definitely recommend these. The next thing I have is a comforter. Samuel really likes feeling things and touching things while he's falling asleep, and like hugging them. So I know some people say you shouldn't leave things in the crib with your baby, but this seems to be doing really well in comforting him. So we do keep an eye. He still sleeps in the same room as us, and yeah, I'm not too concerned, because he loves cuddling into this and putting it in his face, and it's just a really cute little thing, and also very helpful to calm him down and relax him, because he just holds on to it, which is nice. The next thing is a baby monitor. So you're going to want to be able to hear or see, or both. You want to see your baby or hear your baby while they're in bed asleep. That could be either you're near the room or you have a monitor of some kind. We have got this Angel Care one, which has got sound and visual, which I find really helpful, especially for a first time mum who's probably a bit paranoid. It also has the heartbeat sensor, and I wouldn't say that is a necessity, but it is a comforting thing. So when the monitor like senses your baby there, it flashes I think it's every 10 seconds or something like that. It just has a flash, which is really nice. You could just kind of make sure you can have a look at it and see it flashing, and it puts your mind at ease a little bit. But yeah, definitely recommend some sort of monitor. So those are the items I recommend. Now, method. So this isn't a cry out method at all, because I think I would struggle with that, and I don't think it suits Samuel, just with the type of baby that he is. If that's how you got your baby to sleep, then, you know, no judgment here. Whatever works for you and your family, definitely do. But just with the type of baby that Samuel is, and me knowing myself, we haven't done anything like that. But we seem to have got a good routine going, because it was really bad for quite some time. He wasn't sleeping well. He was every time we put him down in bed, he would start crying, and you know, we'd have to pick him up and try and comfort him again. And we think that these products that we're using, along with this method that I'll talk about, has helped. So this is what we've done. Every time we put Samuel down, and if he cries straight away, we kind of put our hand on his chest and we say, Samuel, it's okay, you know, and try and calm him down that way. When I put him down to sleep, I generally try and put him down when he's drowsy, or you know, in a kind of milk coma. That really seems to help. Or just when he's calm, when he's not crying. So I will never put him down if he's upset. So I will calm him down like that, and then try and walk away and go out the room. That's when a baby monitor comes in really handy, because you can keep an eye, or you can listen to them and make sure that they're either getting calmer and falling asleep, or getting more worked up and needing your attention. So if they are getting more upset, I would just go back in, because it's generally something that's going to escalate, and you don't want to get a full-blown screaming baby on your hands. If you can get them before they get really annoyed, I feel like you've got more of a chance of calming them again and settling them. So again, I would just go in and kind of rub his chest, you know, just let him know I'm there. If he screams at that point, I'll try and calm down a bit. If not, I would pick him up and calm him down until he is drowsy or calm again. Put him back down. Now, you might have to do this a lot of times. You know, we did. And it helps if you've got someone there with you, either your partner or a friend, a grandparent, an aunt, an uncle, whoever, to take turns and do this, because it can be really, really stressful for one person. So if you have somebody else, it really, really makes your life easier. So going in, just letting them know you're there, picking them up if necessary, but always putting them back down. Now, if you get to the end of your tether with this, because I know that it can happen, we have been there in the middle of the night when he's just not settling, I always say hit the reset button. So at that point, start again from the beginning. Take him out of the room, change his nappy, try and give him a little bit of food if you can. If you're breastfeeding, give him a little bit of boob. You know, if you formula feed, can you give him a little bit more formula just to top him up, to kind of relax him? If you can, read him a book or something really calming. Just hit the reset button, because there's no point sitting there going round and round in circles, you know, with a screaming baby. At one point, they will just get too tired and they will fall asleep, but it can drive you mad when you try and think of when is that going to happen. So I always say hit the reset button, start again, change their nappy, make sure they're comfortable, happy, and then try your whole routine again. I know that might sound a nightmare when, you know, it's the middle of the night and you've got work the next day, or your partner's got work or something, but I mean, a screaming baby's not going to let you sleep either, so you may as well try anything at that point. And we found that if we did this, you know, start the routine from the beginning again, and I mean, I'm not saying get their bath out or whatever, but like, you know, start the kind of nighttime routine again, that seemed to really help us. A couple other things to look out for, because we didn't realise, we had a few sleepless nights just last week or something. We didn't realise what was going on, because we had been doing really well with our sleep routine, and you know, I'd only been up maybe once in the evening, because Samuel's exclusively breastfed. I don't mind getting up with him once in the evening to feed. It's completely fine. Samuel is quite an early riser. He probably gets up about 6 a.m, which isn't so fun, but it just seems to be his way. But a couple of things. So we had a sleepless night, was it last week or something, and we didn't realise, we didn't even think to check, but it's because he was teething. So we were thinking, oh no, what are we doing wrong? You know, what is going on? But it's because he had a tooth coming in. The next day we looked in his mouth and he had a little white lump at the bottom. We didn't even think to look for that at the time because we were so caught up in, you know, why is he not settling? Why is he not staying asleep? So definitely check if your baby is okay in that sense. Like, are they teething? Do they need some teething powder? Do they need some Calpol? Do they need something like that? We use, this is in the UK, you get this from your pharmacy for free for babies. Well, in Scotland you do anyway. And this is just like Calpol. So if your baby is struggling, you know, give them a little measure of that, and it helps, you know, it does, it's what it's there for, or a little bit of teething powder. And in the same vein as that, has your baby got a temperature? Do you think they might have, you know, are they in pain for something else like that? You know, if they got a little bit of a fever. These are all things to check if your baby's not settling. But you also just need to keep in mind that some babies just take a wee bit longer to settle. All babies are different, and you'll find the one thing that works for you and your family. And the last bit of advice, I don't know if it's advice or just like a little tip, is that nothing lasts forever with a newborn baby. Things are so quick to pass. You know, you could be having sleepless nights for 2 weeks straight, and then something just clicks and your baby starts sleeping again. It's as crazy as that for new babies, not newborns technically, but like, you know, even up to 7 months old. You know, Samuel, these phases, they just go through phases and they pass. So when you're in the thick of it and you're up at 3 a.m. for the 5th time, and you know, just remember that it's not going to be forever. And I know it's hard, but you know, it's gonna pass, and it will get better, I promise you. So I hope these tips and tricks are helpful to you, and if you've got any of your own tips and tricks that you've used, please let me know below, because I know in a month's time, or even less than that, Samuel will probably be up all night again. It's just going to be another phase that he goes through. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I would love to have you here, and I make videos twice a week usually, definitely once a week, but I try and aim for twice a week. And yeah, I will see you in my next video.